Welcome to PM Box, exploring the value of project management. I'm your host, Neil Stolovitsky, and in today's webcast, I will be focusing on a process-driven strategy in successfully launching new product development and innovation projects. In the new product development world, projects tend to live with engineering and marketing groups. However, the reality is that the ultimate success of new product development heavily relies on a holistic approach, including every stakeholder within the business. From inception to launch, NPD projects touch main strategic points along the supply chain that can either positively or negatively impact a product's success. In light of this, the objective of my talk today is to share my thoughts on the benefits of effectively addressing the process that underlies the outcome of your new product development projects. I hope you enjoyed the show.
New product development and innovation projects are at the heart of many organizations. Neil, can you share your thoughts on what makes new product development projects unique in the way they need to be managed?
That's a very good question. New product development projects are unique in that they inherently demand some kind of an approval process in place that requires the assessment of the project among its different stages and different points in maturity. From the time a project is an idea until it lands in the hands of the consumer or end user, a successful NPD project or new product development project typically needs to pass through various gates so it is successful at the end of the day. Unlike typical projects that focus primarily on the quality of the tasks and their deliverables being executed by the various team members, NPD projects are focused on major milestones and gates that typically rely on a group of strategic stakeholders that come together to approve or kill the project along the path. So that's really what makes the difference between a typical project and a new product development project. And as a result, a successful strategy that's implemented for your NPD projects requires you to have really a close-knit relationship between the organization's defined gated process for approval, for the go and or the killing of a project, and the projects at hand that are in your pipeline that are being reviewed and assessed.
So, what are some of the things an organization needs to consider when addressing the process that drives the new product development projects?
Well, there are a number of things to consider. Firstly, is your approval and gated process well defined? Way too often we see organizations have either an informal or ad hoc process in place. There's no standardization behind their process. By providing that standardization, you will not only provide yourself with more accurate data to make better decisions, but it will also help you provide some kind of baseline that will allow you to adhere to your levels of quality and ensure that you develop the right historical information to improve your chances for your product success. Secondly, do you have the tools in place to effectively map your business or approval process to your current project's pipeline? Having the ability to control this flow and sharing information is critical when you're working with the right stakeholders, and it improves the chances of the project's success, because at the end of the day, this will ensure that the best projects do not fall through the cracks, or even worse, that the wrong projects make the grade and impact your bottom line. And finally, is your process effective in delivering the information you need to make the best possible decisions? A formal process is only as good as the information it delivers. What you need to do is ask the right questions and capture the most useful metrics that will empower your team so that it focuses its efforts on the most profitable projects.
And what would you say is the biggest challenge organizations face when managing new product development and innovation projects?
Well, personally, the biggest challenge is really never the process or the tools that support your projects. The biggest challenge is typically the people that drive these processes and projects. It's for this particular reason it's critical to develop some kind of standardization behind your new product development processes. The idea is to define each and every stakeholder's role so that the subjective biases are removed and any political agendas do not derail the process. The real challenge is building a consensus among all stakeholders along the supply chain that will make the best decisions possible to focus on the best projects, while at the same time make those right decisions and pick the right battles when it's necessary to kill a project if needed.
And Neil, last question. What would you say is the most important elements that contribute to a successful new development project?
Well, there are a number of elements that contribute to a project's success. Probably the most important ones, in my opinion, are the following. Number one, project governance. It's about standardizing the how and the what of your project pipeline. This is critical to ensure that your team is all on the same page. Again, this has to do with the best information and having a unified strategy to increase your chances for success. Number 2, business process management. So what I'm talking about here is including all your stakeholders in your approval and gated process. This is critical in ensuring that you're getting the best resources, making the best decisions when you're evaluating your new product development pipeline. And finally, collaboration. New product development projects are all about bringing the best minds together to deliver the most profitable product to market. Again, collaboration and the sharing information among your talent needs to be the cornerstone to your projects, and stop those projects that can negatively impact your bottom line as well. Thank you for joining us today, and we welcome your comments at pmbox.geniusinside.com. To learn more about Genius Inside, go to www.geniusinside.com.